How is it going, everyone? Welcome to Super Monkey Ball Deluxe. It's the first time that I play this series, and apparently this is like the definitive version of the game. It's supposed to be the Xbox version that, well, yeah, as you can see right there. I'm a little bit afraid knowing if it's gonna work well here or not. Yes, I mean, it's obviously an emulator, but we will see. Hopefully it does. So, yeah, the game has a story mode, so it's the one that I'm gonna play. I guess normally this is an arcade game where you have to beat a bunch of stages in a row and you have a limited amount of lives. So here, there is no such a thing. Like, you can play the stages as you wish. Well, or apparently that's how it is. I mean, I don't know. It's it is what it is. It does have cutscenes though, interestingly. Alright. So what is this? How could you make a story out of a game like this in the first place? Huh. So what even is gonna be the villain of this game? Okay, that's the villain. It's a pig? No. No, I think it's supposed to be a monkey still, a different one, I guess. But, okay, it's a baboon. If I'm not mistaken, the regular protagonist monkeys are supposed to be... Well, I don't know how it's pronounced in English, but it's a different type of monkey. It's a... like... I'll say the word and hopefully I pronounce it properly. It's macaque or something like that. Like that type of monkey. So the story is essentially that the levels are supposed to be a labyrinth from this guy. And that's one thing that I'm not sure. The whole point of this game is that you have levels where you're supposed to reach a goal, but there are bananas in the way you can pick. Well, that's pretty Japanese. Okay, so their transformation is being trapped in balls. Not sure if that's a very useful transformation, but hey, who am I to judge? So, first level is literally called simple. I mean, sure. So, yeah, the idea is that you tilt the level itself to move. You don't really move the monkey, you just tilt the whole thing and the monkey moves on its own. So it's as I say, I'm not sure what's the point of grabbing bananas. Like, I think that in the arcade game they give you extra lives eventually, but I don't know what's the point here. I pick them all, I guess. But I will assume that you probably get more bonus from finishing it quickly, right? I don't know if you get bonuses for picking bananas. Like, I really don't know what you get from bananas. There is a counter though, that is like a total, so... And here you have a goal up here, but there's also something below. Not sure if I should go... Well, it seems like it's gonna be hard to hit. I think that these things are basically things that are more important in the arcade mode if you want to finish it quickly. I don't think it matters here. Edge. Oh, what the hell?
Ready?
Wait, is this gonna require me to... Yeah, probably not fall into that. Well, with that I basically lose the opportunity to grab any banana. Well, and to do anything actually. I don't think I can get out of here. Like, you're not supposed to fall. There is no jump button, of course, so... Oh, you can still get back here. So with all the time I lost, this probably should be something else. So the question is... Yeah, I guess you're just supposed to be fast. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother picking all of the bananas here. Fuck. This will have to be a restart. or not. Let's see. It's still possible. Just very hard, but... Oh, fuck. Well, what happens if you run out of time? I was gonna say time over, right?
Time over.
Correct. But do you lose any lives? Because unlike like the arcade... Oh, you lose bananas, I think. But no, I think those are the bananas I picked up. They are not really the ones I had before. Yeah, still not sure what the bananas do here. But I did get it. Escalators. Okay. There are switches as well, though. It's something that the tutorial of the game tells you, like... Before you start the game, you have like a tutorial. Okay, how the fuck do you pick those up? Oh, you fall from the top. But what is this thing about? Like, does this enable the escalator? Yeah, I guess. Alright, sure. You can do that. I mean, I'll pick all the bananas I can, because aside from like the score bonus at the end, doesn't seem like there is any rank for finishing the stage quickly, so at that point might as well... But wait, what is this thing about? Turns it off? Oh, it makes it go faster, I think. Hey, come on. Though, what does S mean? Like, on the bottom left where the stage is, it says S. I don't know what that is. Hard to tell. Also, hope that the volume is not too loud. It could be. Yeah. I mean, mostly the sound effects. Wait, oh, there is... like, little thing is there to jump. Is it when you want to jump, like you have to do it with some bouncing. Like there, as I say, there is no jump button, so you need to do something with the physics. No, this one, hairpin. Yeah, it looks like a hairpin, yeah. I mean, you could finish this right away, wouldn't you? Like this. Well, of course you don't get any bananas this way, but... yeah. You can. Wide bridge. Wait, hold up. What are those things there? Oh, I think that those are the levels that I beat. So I need to beat 10 levels to go to the other world, I think. I think that's what it says, right? In the description of the mode or something.
Ready?
That's what I remember. Come on. Well, we can wait here, no problem. Though there is no way to rotate the camera. So you essentially look where the monkey is looking. You don't have special privileges. Well, I mean, by having the camera behind him, you do see more than he will see if it was a first-person perspective, of course. But... so can you imagine playing a game like this in first-person perspective? What is this? It's like a conveyor belt. So you need a lot of speed to make it to that. Did I already fuck it up though? No, you have to dodge these ones to have enough speed, I think. Alright, but the question is... can I build it up? Yeah, there it is. Nice. I wonder if the game will let me beat all the stages before going to the next world, or as soon as I beat 10, it's like it's gonna throw me into World 2. I hope not. I wanna do them all, if possible. Nice. There are other ones there, but those seem very hard to get. Well, not really. But it seems like something that a pro will do. I'm certainly no pro. Okay. So technically this is the last one I need to beat to go to World 2, apparently. But as I say, I would like to beat all of them if possible. Well, assuming they are not too hard. Got him. So yeah, what are you gonna do now, game? I wonder. Oh, it seems that it will take me to World 2. Well, to a cutscene at least. So how do you even pick the character? Because for what I understand, those other ones are playable, right? There. Mimi is the name of the girl, I'm assuming. I like the fact that the dialogue bots, like the little thing that connects it to his mouth, is moving dynamically. I like that they actually put effort into into something so minor, right? All these characters are supposed to be from like the arcade games, I'm assuming, because this is not the first game in the series, but it's like a compilation of the content of the previous games in the series, because the previous games, as I say, are arcade games usually. Wait, isn't it too early to go to a volcano area? Usually volcano areas are at the end. Or maybe it is at the end and it's simply showing this. No. I think that they are always gonna do this thing before a world, before a new world. So I'm not sure if you want to use poo as part of your spell. Oh wait, you're stuck here, like you cannot go... Well, it says start, but no. So you cannot beat the other levels? Well, maybe after you beat the game, but not for the time being, apparently. No, because I'm pressing to the left and it's not doing anything. Well, it's fine. I mean, for now, let's just do it this way. It would be nice if they would let me play the other levels. It would be pretty cool. Okay, so it seems that at least here there is a greater risk of falling. Whew, that was close. Also, by the way, the reason why this version is considered to be like the definitive one is it runs at 60 frames per second, well, sometimes, not permanently, but it kinda tries, and it also supports widescreen. The thing is that this game does have other versions. It has like a version on the GameCube and one on the PS2. But the PS2 version doesn't run at 30 frames per doesn't run at 60, it runs at 30 frames. And the version on the GameCube does not support widescreen. So this one has the two things, basically, which is the reason why it's the superior one. But yeah. Aside from that, wait, they are supposed to be... Yeah, there's another floor. Well, if you wanna pick those, you need to to find a way to jump into it. The thing about this game is that it's kind of like the type of game that it's easy to pick up but very hard to master. Like mastering a game like this with all the possible movements that you can do is messed up. Also, how is it going, Kyle? Yeah, I'm here being a macaco indeed. The monkey will literally take you away. I wonder if that's what you meant to say. That's what YouTube interprets you tried to say. Like the Chilean to English translation. I don't know if the translation is accurate. Oh, I need a lot of momentum for this one. Not a lot, really. I might need a lot for this one, though. Where is the goal there? Okay. I almost got that. Well, you can get a lot of momentum here. Well, I reach 100 bananas and it doesn't seem like it does shit. Which makes sense considering that they don't have extra lives. Like, there is no concept of lives, but what are the bananas for then?
Ready?
Oh, it's that it's... Wait, what the hell am I looking at? I think that this is... Ouch, damn, I got deleted. But wait, is this a texture? Yeah, like that's a wrong texture. There is no way this is the... Fuck. There is no way that's the real texture. I have no clue what it is, but that one cannot be the real texture. You know, the funny thing is that according to the emulator compatibility, this game runs perfectly. Like, it's one of the few games that, according to the emulator webpage, runs perfectly. Maybe that is how it looks originally, but I kinda doubt it, because... Ah, fuck. I got baited by such an easy jump. Yeah, like, as I say, maybe it does look like that, but... I have my doubts. Nice. It looks like a baguette. It's just that a baguette without texture, you know? Like, it was completely transparent. Also, let me know if the sound is fine, because I think that there are some sound effects that are extremely loud, but normally the game is not like... Ah, fuck. Oof. Okay, that's rough. Damn it. That was hard.
Ready?
Yeah, I mean, it was about time that the game was gonna start getting challenging. That's the correct texture, really. Well, that's weird. Why will there be a random transparent cylinder? Just that level is a remix of a remix. Well, yeah, that's what I say, that this game is a grouping, well, a collection of levels from all of the arcade games. Like, I'm pretty sure it includes all of the levels in the arcade games. Oof. And this is rough. Ooh, and that's gonna be annoying. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Oh, don't worry. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. There you go. And that was hard. That was actually hard. In the OG they were green, the remix were crimson obsidian lava, and these are baguettes. Yeah, transparent baguettes. Or, well, they're kind of like mirrors more than transparent. They seem like they have some reflection. If it was truly transparent, it would have no reflection, right? Bumpy check. Yeah. That's something that's for sure, is that this is a very Japanese game. Like, this game is extremely Japanese. I'm surprised that it's even translated to English. Well, no, back then they didn't have that many troubles in keeping the translation as close to the original as possible. It would have probably just completely rewritten it. Well, there is a modern version of this game. I think it's called Banana Mania. It's in Steam. But a lot of people complain that the physics are different. And everyone says that Deluxe is the ultimate version of Monkey Ball. So, you know, they know better than me. Because in theory, that Banana Mania game was rewritten in Unity. So obviously the physics are gonna be different than in, you know, whatever engine this game is in. Few games are as Japanese as Muscle March for the Wii. Cannot say I played that, or that it even rings a bell, no. But you made me curious. The typos are intentional, because he's supposed to be a baby. So Gon Gon is the name of this guy. If we blow this guy up, wouldn't that end the game? Like, what's gonna be the threat? Okay. Was expecting something less explosive, but no, this guy is dead. Well, we already win. That was pretty short. I mean, unless there is another threat. Oh, you want more? Damn, these guys are vicious. Like, this guy should crash his fucking airship, but no, they want to... they want to build him up even more. Wait, are these gonna be underwater levels? I'm not a fan of underwater levels. I hope they at least don't change the physics. But they could. And here comes the obligatory magical girl transformation. They, like, I don't know. I mean, I understand that that's probably what they say in the, like, literally what they say in Japanese, but like, using the word poo in your chant doesn't seem very heroic, right? It's a meme fest of a shame, but really fun. But then again, is that game more Japanese than Choaniki? Because if there is a game that is very Japanese, it's Choaniki. Well, all of them. Ah, shit. No, come on. Okay, got it. Thankfully, there are no underwater physics. Thankfully. It's just underwater in style, but there is no water physics. Above the level of Choaniki? Oh, well, yeah, if that's the case, then yeah, I can imagine it. And you know that the Choaniki games, I never play them. I watch people play them, but... I mean, they are shoot 'em up, so they will be right off my alley, but... You know, I don't think I swing that way, you know? That's kinda the issue. I think that it's not for me. Oh, shit. Okay, this one is slowing down.
Ready?
I don't know if that's the emulator itself or if it's like this in the original, but it's clearly slowing down. Well, even the timer, you can see that it's no longer representing seconds. I really wonder what's the case here, like, because a lot of old games did have actual console slowdown, like especially in the PS2 and stuff, right? So I wonder if that's the case here, or if this is an emulation issue. Because if it's an emulation issue, dude, the game runs perfectly my ass. Oh, I wasn't supposed to go down here. It's okay, you can go back up. Because, you know, the thing is that if it is an emulation thing, well, even if it's not, I think that it's preferable to play a game with that runs at 30 frames per second but is stable, rather than 60 that is unstable, right? The plot of one stage is Nobunaga robbing you. I mean, what? Nobunaga never robbed you? He wasn't a good person, you know? He will be the kind to rob you. Wait, where are we going? Okay, here. Well, you can actually fall on those, right? Well, you can also fall in the other ones. Also, interesting that it says your progress will be lost if you retry the game. What progress? Come on. I mean, unless you're going very slow, you're not gonna fall in them. Ooh, but this one is pretty hard. This one is not easy. I know that you're supposed to do it very fast, but holy shit. Well, you can also do it from the side, I guess. Oh shit. Wait, I think I understand. No way. No way you hit the top. But wait, there's something I'm noticing. It's wider on the left than it's on the right. That's why it looks so hard on the right. It's way easier on the left. Well, that being said, you can still lose like that, of course. Nobunaga is what it is. Oh, come on. Oof. Nice. Okay, but... Alright, see, that last place, like that last platform, is trolling me very hard right now. Come on. Okay, that's the second time that happens. It's very hard though, because you kinda need to slow down, but if you slow down you're gonna fall. So what do you want me to do? Well, I could maybe go behind it. Maybe. Not really, but I mean, sure, I'll take it. And that one was not easy. And keep in mind that this is a... As I say, it's originally an arcade game and you have limited life, so when you get to that level, inevitably, you're gonna get so fucked. Alright. Wait, isn't this the same as a previous level? What's the difference? Yeah, right, it is the same level. I already played this. Oof. Right? Am I going insane? Didn't I already play this level? I mean, not specifically in this zone, but I mean, like, I think in the first zone it was like the first one, right? I don't know. Oh, there is one of those alternate... Oh, wait, yes, these are supposed to be kind of like alternate versions of the first world. That's why you're seeing Diamond here. Wow. Oh, this one is constantly rotating. No, it's only the other side that is constantly moving. As I say, that's the alternate goal. I wonder what happens if you try to go for it. Well, if you try... Yeah, I mean, you can try. I mean, what happens if you actually get it? Ooh, but it's very hard. Because it's not just aiming at the platform, it's also not bouncing out of it. Nice. So, do you get anything for an alternate goal? I think if I'm not mistaken, in the original, some alternate goals were actually... like, you know...
Ready?
like they teleported you further. So this one is called URL. This specific one was a parody in the I Wanna Be the Game. I Wanna Be the Guy, yeah. I Wanna Be the Guy game, Wanna Fest 22. Was a level that was called URL, but instead of, you know, going to the Super Monkey Ball webpage that I don't think this thing is alive, though you could check, I mean, why not? I think it went either to the wiki or to Delicious Fruit, or maybe to its own page for the fan game. No, it's been a while since I played Wanna Fest 22. Well, in fact, I'm pretty sure I played that game in 2022 when it came out. Yeah, I do remember that parody. With URL. Okay. Sewer. What you mean sewer? That looks like an actual labyrinth. A little bit of a weird name, I feel. Yeah, sure. Wait. I mean, it is a labyrinth, so you have... Wait, hold up. Yeah, I can zoom out. So by zooming out the radar, you can see where the exit is. Yeah, and even then I'm a moron that took the wrong place. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be here. Well, the issue is that bubble that shows II there is kinda getting in the way of being able to see where I'm going. Yeah, I think it's here.
9, 8,
It is here. What are you counting down? Are you afraid that I'm not gonna make it? It has been down since 2006. Nice. And you actually check on the archive. Pretty cool. Alright, mad rings. How mad are they? Wait. What happens if I don't go to the goal? I mean, it's most likely just that. Oh, there are multiple goals. So I guess it's if you want to get more bananas, right? Alright, speaking of that, where is this guy? We're gonna go to a pirate ship. No, I don't think I have given up, mister. I don't know. Why don't you go after him? I mean, he's right there in front of you. Yeah, like, yeah, sure, but like you're taking too long. So what's gonna be the next area? Like, where do we go from after underwater? You mean you can breathe? You're already out of the water, mister. Halfway where? Oh, he wants to go back to his hideout. It's a whale. Wait, are we going to the inside of a whale? I thought that after doing that Ocarina of Time level inside of a whale, I wouldn't go back to the inside of a whale. I guess here we are. So maybe the Japanese have something with whales and their insides. Well, actually, if I'm not mistaken, that's originally a biblical tale, right? Like there is like some believer that gets swallowed by a whale and he prays to God and he lets him out or something like that. So it's not really only Japan, I guess. I guess the world in general is obsessed with the insides of a whale. It's a very big animal, that's true, but damn. Let's just let him die here. Well, there is also the very obvious cliche that anyone that is trapped in a whale gets out from the little hole on the top, right? Pro skaters. Well, pro skaters and pro frame rate tanking, cause oh, you stop them with the switch. Well, hold up, I cannot get it there, can I? No, I should be able to. I need more momentum. Almost. I could also pick up the bananas on the side, but nah. Nice. The idea is that if you want to do it fast, you will stop them in the middle, not on the side specifically. Alright, so right now you are kinda recycling Mr. Game. Like, I know that this is literally not the same level design as the other level, but come on, dude. Like, what are you doing? It's fine. I mean, it's as Kyle said, it's a remix of a remix. Oh, I was supposed to go to the side. Okay. So what happens if I reach to 1,000 bananas? Will I be allowed to play the levels the game is not letting me play, or what?
Ready?
Jump ramp. Seems that there's gonna be some... No, never mind. No, so far there is no level that actually requires you to do a precise bounce. Like, every level has at least a ramp that you can take. Did I just corner myself? Not quite. You kinda wanna make it because you're running out of time, mister. Got it. Hey, I'm not sure how to do many things here, like how to play the levels after you beat 10 of them, how to switch characters. I hope that they at least let me do that after, like, I'm done with the story, right? Because, like, the idea is playing every level, of course, you know? Nice. Right, how about you don't fall? Shit, damn, that's pretty hard. Alright. Need you to line up. I don't know if you can go... No, the other side is simply a ramp to go back up. This one, yeah, it's the same as the other side. Okay. Yeah, this one is gonna be rough. I mean, you can do it slowly, I guess. Just that it's hard to... Okay, even doing it slowly, it's hard. You need to retry, I guess. I mean, you're running out of time. Or you could simply hold forward and it works. Trying to be careful and you can just simply hold the analog forward. Also, by the way, like, it's very fitting here that this game had to be made for a console that had analogs. So obviously, by this time you did have analogs. Well, if for example instead this was a PS1 game, there were PS1 controllers with analog, but they weren't the norm. So it had to be until there was a console generation where analogs were essentially the norm. That being said, pretty sure that you could play this with a D-pad, but it will be too rough. Because here, you can also, I mean, I don't know if you're noticing there, but you can change the intensity of the tilt. And that is important, of course. If it was only with the D-pad, it will be full all the way. Okay. Damn, that's an issue. Like, that's a lot further than I expected it to be. Then again, here I'm going for the bananas, but... Ooh, and now we have to climb. Okay, this stage is gonna be a problem, because I don't think it's... Oh no, it is easier on the sides. I'm doing it harder for myself. Like, if you wanna go for the bananas, it is hard, but you can just do it from here. Okay, that's pretty nice of you. God damn it. Also, you know, I know that whales are very big, but I'm pretty sure they are not as big as the background seems to show it. Might be wrong. I mean, I never been inside a whale. I don't want to be either. But yeah, I don't think they are this big, right? Well, ironically, the one in Ocarina of Time seemed to be more properly sized. It was a pretty cool dungeon. Honestly, Ocarina of Time was a very cool game. Shame that it's pretty much like the only or one of the only Zelda games that I really like. Oh, there is a guitar. Wait, why is it called Choice? Oh, you choose how wide this is gonna be. Okay, I think you kinda need to be a pro if you want to go through these ones. I mean, how will you even do it though? Oh, and once you choose, there's no going back, you're fucked. Yeah, I'm not sure, like, here you will need a very, very specific strat. I don't think there's much you can do. So essentially, the safe way is here. Though you have less time to do this one. Even going to any that is not the leftmost one seems impossible. It seems that you're not gonna make it. Like here it's very easy, of course, but I don't know what sort of techniques the good players of this game employ to pull this off. I know that just like that one stage that I went like straight forward and I skip all of that, they probably do something like that, but here you will need to position yourself first, you know? It's not that simple. Ah, fucking. It's fine. Got it. Was supposed to go from the other side. Wait, are we out of the whale? Because it was the hull of the whale on the top, but no, we are not. Triangle holes.
Ready?
I mean, I shouldn't be able to fall in that, right? Oh, but they are big triangles. Just hold forward, bro. No problem. DNA. It's pretty creative. I mean, if you ask me, it doesn't really look like DNA, but it's fine. Looks more like the typical snail staircase, right? But yeah, it's fine. I like the imagination though. So hold up, where are the big bananas here? How am I missing them? Huh. Hold up. Can I see it from a different perspective? Apparently there were big bananas and I couldn't see them. Right, so this one is called launchers. Am I gonna get lunch? Oh, by the way, I have 300 bananas. Probably not a good amount, but... I don't think that when they say launchers, they meant launching me outside. Right, so hold up. You want me to... Oh, they hit you very hard. Yeah, the problem with this is that you're supposed to aim wherever the moving goal is, but you cannot possibly see the moving goal. Well, you can see it from the radar, I guess. But... well, aiming even afterwards it's not that easy either. Well, they did say that the difficulty was 9 out of 10 here, so I believe it. Okay, stay here, stay here. Yeah, but the problem is that... I mean, I know it's behind me and I can see the radar, but... it's like a leap of faith, dude. I cannot really see it that well.
Hurry up. 9.
Oh, I got thrown out. It's pretty hard to see properly here. Like, even with the radar and everything, it's just... wow, perfectly dodged. It's very, very hard to orient yourself. Damn it. Oh, really?
Ready?
This one will be an issue. So the good thing is that if you find a level to be too hard, you can just play another one. But, well, another one, assuming it's not harder than this one. No, I got completely sent out.
Ready?
Yeah, I mean, here without any camera manipulation, it's very hard to see where you're going. Because you cannot possibly manipulate the camera. It's a shame that in the previous one I managed to land up there, but I still didn't manage to get to the goal. I think that what I probably shouldn't do is look at the screen and choose exclusively look at the radar, but even then it's hard to tell. I might need to use a different level for this one. Yeah, we can do one more try though, just to see if luck will smile. Because it seems that it's mostly a matter of luck. Okay, but how do you land properly? Like that. Nice. This one, I mean, obviously, I will assume that this game is deterministic with its physics, but like it seems at that point that it's very reliant on luck, because it's very hard to control them yourself. Well, yeah, it is pretty big. I mean, she's inside a ball. I don't think you're gonna do shit. So, you know, I just realized they have Pac-Man eyes. Why the same eyes as Pac-Man, actually? I think that the game that was on PS1 was called Pac-Man Adventure or something. I played that game, and they have the exact same eyes as these guys. Maybe it was made by the same guys. Well, no, it wasn't made by Sega, but I don't know. I mean, Sega made the arcade games. Maybe the sport and the story itself was made by someone else. So the cliche thing where you get thrown from the top of a whale. Wait, are we gonna be sent to heaven or something? There's gonna be a sky area. Not sure what makes you think that. Well, we actually were still trapped inside, not anymore. I'm very curious to see like what the next areas are, because this game doesn't really seem to follow any particular logic. Like, the next area is whatever the game wants it to be, of course, and it is fine, but you cannot possibly guess what's gonna come next. Yeah, as I say, yeah, we got an amusement park somehow as the next area. If I needed to guess, if I had to put money on it, I would be broke right now. Impossible to guess that. Yeah, an amusement park out of nowhere. Well, I guess an amusement park is not a bad place for a hideout. Why would anyone suspect that? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Okay, here comes the obligatory cutscene. The obligatory magic girl. Now, I do wonder, a game like this, with the particular physics it has, how appropriate it will be for a kid to play. Like, how much will a kid rage with a game like this? Because the first levels are extremely easy, but I'm assuming that, well, some of the previous ones were not easy, but I'm assuming it's gonna get even harder. Oh, we have a teleport. Well, it's called wormhole. That's pretty much what a wormhole is. So, you wanna pick the big bananas, you kinda have to drop. Not a fan of... oh. Oof, nice. And more bananas. Will I reach 1,000,000 score? That's how many digits the score thing has. Alright.
Ready?
this was also like very similar to a previous stage, wasn't it? I feel like it probably was. It's fine. So I just realized that the speed is in miles per hour. Shameful.
Ready?
But I mean, well, I do wonder if the Japanese version of this game is also in miles per hour. Because in Japan they use kilometers, right? I don't know. Maybe they don't. I mean, they do use kilometers for normal things, but maybe for speed they specifically use miles. Could be.
Ready?
I don't know. Okay. Here, if you go past the halfway point of the platform, you're essentially dead. You're not gonna recover. Oof. Close. Damn. 7 out of 10 of difficulty. It's a free fall. And when you say free fall, it's mostly like, you know, leap of faith. What the hell? Is this thing moving? Wait, there's something on the other side. What the hell?
Ready?
What? No, that's something on the other side. Maybe it's a decoration. Hold up, I think I understand. It might not be a decoration, it might be connected, but only if the whole thing is straightened out. No, it is. It has to be a decoration. Where am I falling, though? Well, certainly not there. Wait, why would they allow you to go that far? Like, what's the point? Oh, nice bounce. You weren't supposed to bounce, you were supposed to enter the goal. Ah, that was close.
Ready? Go!
Into the trenches. Oof. Then the bounces sound like they really hurt. They really do. But now here aiming, I mean, this seems like it's very luck based. Like it feels like any stage with a high difficulty rating is mostly like trust your instincts. Because I mean, without trial and error, you cannot really figure out how to properly get there. Like, I got there, but it's not like I tried harder than the previous attempts, you know? So if you see a lot of bananas in the difficulty, you gotta expect that it's gonna be pretty much luck based. Right, so it's a melting pot with a lot of balls. So this thing is moving even without me moving it. I think it's supposed to be spinning. Well, it's pretty hard to aim at the goal. And you didn't aim there. Well, this one also seems pretty lag-based. You can see how it's moving there, so it's not spinning, it's just moving from side to side. Well, not really just. I mean, that seems to be quite a big deal. Oh, fuck. No, not like this.
Hurry up! 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
I almost made it. I'm surprised by the amount of levels that are very lag-based. Yeah, this is quite lag-based. all things considered. I'm trying to hurry up, but half of the movement doesn't depend on me, mister. Not to mention, the camera is constantly rotating. On top of, you know... like, the movement here is extremely weird. I don't even fully understand what's going on. Like, I don't know exactly if it's moving or if it's, you know, but this seems impossible. I mean, impossible to control. Like, yeah, I guess eventually if you get lucky you will end up there, but you have no control over this. Maybe if I don't press anything, I have a better chance at making it there. No, clearly not. I cannot make it there, because it's as I say, you have no control over your movements here. It is completely chaotic. Like, that's the perfect word here. It's chaos. Not to mention the timer is also shorter than normal.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, Kyle. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be a reference to something, but I don't get it. Ah, damn it, dude. That was close. I mean, they should... Okay, there you go. Jesus. I really hope there are not gonna be this many lag-based stages, because... Like, yes, if you know the strat, you can make it there, but if you... Like, if you're simply, you know, playing it for the first time, you cannot possibly know how to do that. You don't. This one, for example, is a different story. Like, this one could be very hard, but at the very least, like, it's not dependent on lag, it's dependent on precision. In fact, isn't this a station I also already did? Well, the first one maybe was called Exam A, and this one is called Exam B. Alright. Am I gonna make it?
Hurry up! 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Of course I will. Was there any doubt? Oh, I don't like the name of this. Mad Shuffle. I don't like the idea of shuffling. What are we gonna shuffle here? Okay, so this is being shuffled. What?
Ready? Go!
Well, the thing is that the first thing that happens is that a switch... Oh, there is a switch behind the warp, isn't it? Well, it still moves, but the question is... How fast? Well, less fast. That being said, okay, it moves less fast, but that's very rough. Like, very, very rough. Wait, it also random what side it does it? Oh, because it switches! Fuck, and how do I know when it switches? Well, I mean, you can see it before going. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, Okay, so on the fourth one it goes back. It's just that I didn't count, so it's kind of like, okay, 1, 2. I mean, I cannot even get there. Wait, is there something behind this? No. Well, I'm not gonna make it in time. Bro, I cannot even get on top of this. Yeah, this one is a little bit of a problem. I mean, this one does not seem lag-based, but it does seem pretty challenging regardless. Forward, full speed, okay. Well, since I'm here, I might as well get the bananas. I mean, as long as you do it slow enough, you shouldn't have any risk of falling. There you go. Though, as I say, I still have no clue what the bananas do. I'm just picking them because the game told me to. But they might not even be necessary.
Ready?
What? What am I looking at? So they have different speeds. Doesn't this mean that it's gonna be faster just the other way? Wait, there is a pause. That's the thing, you have to pause it when it actually... You know... Yeah, like there, for example. Well, no, that actually is not enough. The issue is that the camera here doesn't really help, you know? Like, the camera here... Okay, that's when you have to stop it. So you do have a lot of time to stop it. And you could also look at the radar, I guess. Okay, yeah, it wasn't that hard, really. You go deeper into the halal zone. And what is the halal zone? I'm not sure what that is. Champ double. Oh, it's like the continuation of the other level that was Champ single. Okay, yeah. Basically, instead of only one of these champs, you have two. I mean, sure. Wow, how did you manage to not pick up a single banana? I feel like that's harder than at least picking one up. Yeah, getting the bananas here will be pretty hard. Alright, champ machine. Huh.
Ready?
This feels like it might also be pretty random. I mean, anything that involves this sort of launches, just gotta assume it is. Because, like, as I say, the camera does not help at all knowing exactly where you are. And I know there is the radar, but the radar can only give you so much context of what's happening. It's not perfect by any means. Didn't it keep falling? Ah, really?
Ready? Go!
But by having the far camera might help me better. Yeah, but how do I know if I'm gonna hit those bars or not? No, well, I pick up the banana, that's something. This one seems to be, as expected, extremely lag-based.
Ready?
I'm surprised that there are so many of these. Mostly because I remember, you know, I played a long time ago an indie game called Paperball. And Paperball seemed to have like a lot more precision-based levels. In fact, I don't remember there being too many. I can't believe that. I mean, I should have expected that. It's fine. Land. Land and stay there. There you go. The bottom of the ocean is called Halal Zone. The ones with long stretches are called the trenches. Oh, I didn't know that. I mean, I always associated trenches with war, but maybe they are based on that specifically. But don't worry, we are out of the water now. Wait, middle sham? What does that mean? Oh, I think that's a way to refer to the middle. No, you're not supposed to go to that middle. Alright, maybe I shouldn't pick up those bananas there. Because they are very at the edge, you know? It might not look like it, but they are not in a very easy to pick up place. As you can see, well, right there it was even more obvious. Like, they are not centered. Okay. Got it. Oh yeah, we finished the zone. So is this gonna be the hideout or what? Oh, this looks like it might be the final zone. Like the evil castle, though. This doesn't look like it was inside of the amusement park, you know? Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if it might be his hideout. Oh, it's just open up. Well, I thought you were gonna break in. That's supposed to be a robot. No, that's a robot. I wonder if these robots will have any gameplay implication or if it's just there as part of the story. What does it translate that as? Dr. Monkey, it says in the chat. That's what it says. Not sure what you say, but that's what it says in chat. Oh, this is gonna be like an area where everything is big. But it already looked like that. Right? Like, it already looked like that we were extremely small. Yeah, this doesn't seem to take place in that mansion. Like, we went to somewhere else. I was expecting an insult. Boiling pot? Well, that makes sense, but... I mean, wasn't that also the name of one of the... Oh no, it was melting pot, like the one in the whale. Forza Horizon 6 got leaked early because they forgot to encrypt the preload of the game. Nice. I mean, I don't play Forza Horizon, but hey, pretty nice for the people that do, I guess. Wait, what? What the hell am I looking at here? You really want me to go in like this? I guess. What? What do you... Wait, hold up. There is a button behind. There is indeed a button. I'm assuming it makes it slower, maybe? Or no, I don't know. Where is it? Here. I mean, it does make it slower, but... will that make it any more beatable? It's like, well, it should. Can you actually stay here without, like, dying when this thing moves? Yeah. It's not that fast. Alright, come on. There we go. Yeah, no problem. It looked like it was one of those, like, lag-based ones, but not really. Wait, spiral, but you can just skip it. I mean, you can just fall from the side, right? Well, let's do it the intended way, though it's hard to tell in this game what's the intended way, because I'm pretty sure that these levels were made... like, the developers made this level so you do skip it. It feels like that's a more intended way of doing it than what I'm doing now, that is like the normal way, right? Or you cannot slow down at the end.
Ready?
Which, I mean, I guess it's obvious with how the inclination was. So, is it easy to just fall? No, it isn't.
Ready?
But you could, if you were good enough, I guess. Also, you know, speaking of Forza, the other day I investigated the Forza games on Xbox 360. I think only Forza Motorsport 2 is fully playable in the emulator, well, Insignia, right, which is the Xbox 360 emulator. I think that all of the other Forza games there have one problem or another. So it's only Forza Motorsport 2, which makes me very tempted to play it. But man, I really wish I could play the first Forza, which will be played in this emulator, because this is the emulator for the original Xbox, but apparently it's so riddled with issues that you cannot possibly play it properly. Like, it's not gonna work. Oh, you have another goal with some bananas. The problem is that these things move by themselves. I wonder if the other one has more inclination. It probably does. No, or maybe it doesn't. I think they both might have the same inclination.
Ready? Go!
You can always buy an Xbox. Yeah, but dude, it's not about me playing them only. It's about me playing them and streaming them. That's kinda the issue, you know? Wait, no, I don't think these are moving on their own, actually.
Ready?
I just realized they only move because of my weight. So if you stay too much on one side, you're gonna end up falling. Can you pass audio video to the PC? I mean, the capture card that I have only supports HDMI. Like, and I'm pretty sure the original Xbox did not support HDMI. I mean, if it is HDMI, maybe it supports it, maybe. It's not guaranteed though, because it also, a lot of consoles have like a copyright protection thingy where they send an encrypted signal instead of something that, you know, like for example the PS3. The PS3 is HDMI, but I cannot capture with Elgato because it's encrypted and it has no option, unlike the PS4, to remove that encryption. So yeah, for the Xbox, if it already doesn't have HDMI, well, it's not gonna work. Then if it requires some encryption, bypass or whatever, that will be another issue. Why is this one called Opera? Nice. That was not easy. Yeah, the first Forza is in the OG Xbox. I mean, this game is in the OG Xbox, you know? Like, it's as I say, like, this is, the emulator, it's Semu, right? So, yeah, the first Forza is OG Xbox, and, well, this emulator in the first place only has a very small handful of games that theoretically runs perfectly. This one is one of them, which is the reason why I'm playing it in the first place. Basically every other game is riddled with issues. So yeah, you cannot really use this emulator for anything other than the ones that say that they run perfectly. Even the ones that it says that they run perfectly, it heavily depends, because like, this is still a very demanding emulator. Like, this is not something that you can run with any PC. Like, you might be thinking, well, as long as you can run the PS2 emulator, you should be able to run this one. No. Like, essentially, no. Doesn't work that way. If I'm not mistaken, this might be like as demanding as the Xbox 360 emulator or something similar. Well, the thing is that this thing is in a different place every time, and it's hard to tell which one it's gonna be. Like, I know it follows a pattern, but very hard to tell. Guess you do need to look at the radar no matter what. Yeah, very hard. I wouldn't say it's luck-based, but it really is not easy either. At the same time, though, with how precise you need to be, it kinda feels like it's a little bit luck-based. Like, very hard to properly be exactly where you need to be here. Oof, okay. That worked. So we get 400. Well, almost 400 bananas. Tears. What do you mean tears? Tears of what? Uh-oh. Oh, okay, you can... Never mind. It's not as fucked up as I thought. But yeah, they are different goals, and I'm assuming that it determines how much of a shover you are. Okay. This one seems reasonable. Yeah, reasonable enough. It obviously seems that this is the lowest tier possible. I mean, getting into any other one seems like it will be a little bit too much, if you ask me. Okay, Polar.
Ready? Go!
What's so polar about this? Also, those are bouncers. You cannot even get close to them, but they are the only platforms that you can step in there, so... Something tells me that this is the typical one that you have to wait until it lines up perfectly and just hold forward. See, otherwise this seems like a big issue. And you only have 30 seconds, by the way. Really seems like they make the most fucked up levels to be only 30 seconds. They really enjoy that. It feels like once you're already on the bouncer platform, you kinda want to go all the way. Yeah, pretty much, but then that's hard to do. This also, I think, reminds me of a paper ball level, or maybe it wasn't paper ball and it was another game with marbles instead. It reminds me of something like that. Like I played something very similar to this. Alright, that wasn't easy. It's hard to stay in those things, you know. Oh, 9 out of 10 difficulty. Hold up. Might be having some trouble here. Ouch.
Ready?
I mean, so far there was only one 9 out of 10 level, and it was the... Fuck. It was the one with the lunch. So yeah. Damn it. So this one might be as hard as that, especially since later on it seems like the platforms get a lot smaller. At least this doesn't seem to be one of those levels that is luck based, but seems pretty fucked up nonetheless. Right, forget about the bananas. I worry about finishing the level that is gonna be hard enough, you know. Yeah, pretty hard, it seems that it's gonna be. Okay. Okay, no, it wasn't that hard. Like, as long as you completely ignore the bananas, it's pretty easy. Wait, and this one is 2 out of 10? Why will you put this level afterwards? And why is it called Ruin? Doesn't seem like a ruin to me. What? I mean, it is true that it's a 2 out of 10, but... Why will you put this level as the level 10 of this zone? Weird. So was that the final level, or are we gonna have another one? Also, we are still small, by the way. Not sure if that matters. Wait, is the bath gonna be a level, I wonder? Maybe. Also, why does he look like a skeleton? So, a bath is a level. Yeah, as I say, it's unpredictable. Like, you cannot possibly know what the next zone is gonna be. It's a bubbly washing machine, alright. Wait, he's taking a bath on a washing machine. That's a weird idea. Oof, this one is quite trippy. Because I cannot look... Okay, now I can look forward. Okay. No, fuck. Well, there goes that. No, this has to be a restart. Once you're at the top, you have to wait until you make it to the... Well, to the other side, where the goal is. But if you miss the initial... Like the initial cycle, I don't think you're getting back into this one. Not easily, at least. And it seems that you kinda have to do the start backwards until eventually the camera helps you. Yeah. The camera is something that you really have no control over. Well, you do have control, like it's very little. Alright. Ooh, but that's very hard, actually. Because aside from not being able to see the goal while that is spinning, it's the fact that it's also spinning too fast. So even if you were looking at it, it seems like falling off is super easy. Ah, fuck. Okay, right here I will have to wait until it goes all the way around, but... Right, you're at the top. Okay, that worked. Basically, if you have a little bit of patience, you can just simply land into it. Oh, 10 level of difficulty. So this is the first level in the game that has 10 out of 10 difficulty. It's Etsam C, it's the same concept as the other Etsam levels, but this one, yeah, has those sort of things. Yeah, Infernus mode is here. Wait, how do you do this? I mean, with enough momentum. Also, I don't know what you say there, but YouTube translated it as salute to the grease. So yeah, pretty nice. Have you ever played Katamari? No. I don't even know what it is. The name rings a bell, but I don't know what game it is. Alright, yeah, this one is indeed a 10 out of 10 of difficulty, so... What do I do now? Like, I might choose fuck? That seems to be the case. Nice. I played on PlayStation Vita and it was harder than I expected. Yeah, but I don't know what game it is. So you're telling me that it's hard? It's like... I'm out making a big ball out of random objects. Maybe I might have seen a speedrunning event where there was one guy playing it, actually, but... I mean, it didn't look that hard. But maybe it was, I don't know. Otherwise, it's more supposed to be a puzzle game or... Ooh, this. Fuck. I mean, that's what you kinda wanna do there. Like, that wasn't me rushing it. If you don't do it that way, it's way harder. Okay, that's fine, don't worry about it. Oof. Yeah, the issue is that I don't think I will have enough time by the time I make it to the end here. I didn't have enough momentum for that. For a D or C rank, sure, but to get a score that doesn't... Yeah, but I mean, if it's one of those games, like Devil May Cry, where you have ranks to the stages, I cannot possibly give a shit about getting a high rank, you know? Like, games with ranks, unless it's a game that I like a lot, I will never care about getting high ranks, you know? Just the way I operate. Ah, for fuck's sake. Take some real routing. Yeah, I bet. Ah, for fuck's sake. That's pretty much the hardest obstacle in the map. The other ones are basically more like a choke point, but this one is just hard to get around. Virgil. I mean, it's ironic because Virgil tends to be the one that has like the easy mode, right? Like playing Virgil is playing easy mode, usually. Okay. Alright. Now, oof, dude, this is a lot more thin than it was in the previous versions. I don't think I'm making it. And also, I gotta tell you that the moving washing machine on the bottom is distracting me a lot. I think that's the idea. It's distracting me so much, dude. It really is. Because it's moving so quickly and it makes me think that I'm moving like that and I'm not. I mean, that's probably the idea and why a fucking washing machine is like an advanced stage, because it's supposed to throw you off. Hits harder when you play as him. Yeah, well, it's nice at least that it's made into a strong character instead of a shitty one, but I mean, it still makes the game easier to play, right? Okay. You know what? I feel that half of the times I fail a level would have not happened if I had free control over the camera. The fact that you cannot control the camera whatsoever is a little bit of an issue, if you ask me. A little bit. Ah, for fuck's sake. Yeah, this one, I think it's not gonna happen. Like, because even when I get to the end, the washing machine just makes it impossible. Well, you can also freely look at the stage if you want to. You see, here you can manipulate the camera by using the right analog stick, but not normally. But that being said, I don't know if I can beat this, but I will at least leave it for later. Because you don't need to beat them in order. And also you don't need to beat that particular one if you don't want to. That one seems way too hard. I know it's beatable though. Like, I can definitely beat it. But it will take a very long time, that's for sure. And I mean, it will be the true fitting final stage for for this particular world, pretty much. I mean, after all, in the previous world, the final stage was not fitting at all. Oh, I see how this works. This is all about balance, or is it? No, this one... Okay, never mind, no, it only moves on this side, not on the other one for some reason. And now what? What do you want me to do up here? What? The level is called Obstacle. I think that you want me to bounce off the floor to get to the goal, but man, this... I mean, it really feels like I'm doing all this shit blind. Which is the reason why I say that a lot of these levels are luck-based, you know? They seem luck-based because there's not much that your eyes can do to help you, you know? Like, you're essentially doing a leap of faith right here. Unless you're supposed to do something else. It kinda looks like this. Not to mention... Wait, hold up. Now you're coming up. What? So this thing goes down very briefly, but... Does that make any difference? Hold up. You're intended to go... Hold up, I need to see it from here. Like, those two platforms move. Only one goes to all the way to the top, but... Like, once you're there, what? Because the other platform that only moves a little bit seems to be completely useless, but... It also seems pretty useless to be all the way up here. Like, what do you want me to do up here? I mean, I cannot jump here to the other side, clearly. It is like a very weird bounce that you want me to do. I don't know, I feel like this requires to be a little bit smarter than I am. Unfortunately, I am not. Unfortunately, my intelligence doesn't seem to be on that level. Right, so this is another one of those that is essentially as hard as you want it to be. Which is the reason why the difficulty is 2, because if you really want to, you can do it very easily. That being said, this is still extremely distracting because of the washing machine on the bottom. I don't even know where I'm going, by the way. Also, how is it going, Wasabi?
Ready?
Not sorry. I don't know why you will be sorry in the first place, but... wait, this one doesn't seem very easy even if you take the rightmost path at all. Like, even me going very slow, it didn't seem very doable, you know? I also know what you mean by 0.5.
Ready?
Yeah, I don't think this one is happening either, but if I have to skip a level with... Wait, it says 7, it says 2. Right, like, I'm not crazy, it says 2. Now it says 7. What? Didn't it say 2? Am I going crazy? I'm pretty sure it said 2 out of 10 when I entered it. Wait, why would you want to... make those things go down. What's the point? Oh, okay. Wait a second, but what's gonna happen at the end? Oh, I think I get it. You're supposed to outrun that. Already a bad start. And what happens if you don't do that? Like, what happens if you just normally move? I'm assuming you won't be able to get to the goal, but I mean, I don't even know where the goal is. Oh, it's there. Well, sure, but what's the path? Like, don't you just go forward or what? Well, I need to restart, but can you also just jump? Yeah, at full speed you can kinda do that. Huh. I don't think I understood the level, but I beat it, so that's what matters. I sieve. Is that a real word? What's a sieve? Or maybe it's not even pronounced that way. It's like siege, but with a V instead of a she. This one was pretty straightforward. So as long as you're not too much in the edge, you are gonna be fine. Though, that's pretty scary. It's apparently pronounced sieve. Yeah, well, I pronounce it like that, right? Didn't I? Sieve? Like civilization, right?
Ready?
Yeah, sieve. But what does it mean is my question. I mean, well, the question was if it was a real word, and yeah, I guess it is, but what does it mean? I'm not sure. Fuck.
Ready? Go!
Hey, what stops me from just staying in one of these? Probably nothing. It's apparently a type of trainer for cooking. Yeah, basically anything that is cooking related I wouldn't know. Not in English at least, in Spanish most likely, but yeah. Oh, also, by the way, Wasabi, you know, you missed earlier there was the level URL that is referencing 1FS22. It appeared earlier, and it makes it go to like a Monkey Ball website that is obviously dead. But yeah, it happened earlier. The URL level, and it also has pretty much the same gimmick. There is like the bar that is trying to push you out of the stage. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. Bubbly, no, a flock. Flock is what's called.
Ready?
Is this another one that you have to like stop the platforms? No, there is no way to stop the platforms. You just have to play with the platforms. Nowadays it will be a link to the latest Sonic collection that nobody likes. Wait, what latest Sonic collection? Like... Oh yeah, Sonic Origins, right? Like the one that is supposed to have the original trilogy plus CD. Yeah. Yeah, that Origins, yeah. Yeah, maybe it will. I don't know. You're not gonna make it in time.
3,
It's hard to tell here what the pattern is. Some platforms don't move when you will expect them to move. Yeah, just holding forward is not gonna solve your problems. But what about just going forward? In the sense that you don't hold forward, but you just go to the platforms that are forward. Will that work? I mean, at least it's less confusing, but I'm not sure if you're gonna make it in time. Oh, you didn't make it in time because you died. Damn it. Yeah, the issue is that the platforms that are above can very easily take you out. That's the problem. Fuck. The issue is that you have so many of this that refuse to go up, and it's hard to tell when they will go up, if they even go up.
Ready?
Same with Shed Say Wait, actually I remember looking this game up years ago due to seeing it in Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. Same with Shed Say Radio, and especially Space Channel 5. Usually those games serve as a way to introduce people to older franchises that don't get much attention nowadays. Usually when that happens, it will be nice if the company actually made use of that and it actually released games from that franchise, but no. Doesn't happen. I guess that's the reason. Well, in fact, if I'm not mistaken, in Sonic Cross Worlds, it doesn't really reference any, you know, any. Well, no, actually, it does reference Knights. In fact, isn't Knights a playable character? The thing is that the smart thing to do in those cases will be to release a game, even if it's like a low budget one, but no. It's like just leave these franchises to rot. No, I know it's in Transform, but I mean in Cross Worlds specifically. But then again, yeah, I mean, in Transform it's even worse because it's full of franchises that were essentially dead when the game came out, but they are still dead. Wait, where the fuck am I going? No, I fucked up. But wait, how do I get there? Oh, from here. How did I not see that? What a more... Wait, let me get the bananas. Might as well. They are free. So even though I beat the level 10, I skipped like, what, 4 of them? So you could do these ones that are supposed to kind of be like extra levels, but they are not necessarily gonna be easier, you know? I mean, that being said, the ones that I mean, hold up. Which one of these... technically this one will be more beatable, right? I mean, Flock is also beatable. Obstacle, I honestly don't understand it. This one is beatable, it's just that you're required to...
Ready?
Well, maybe there is a way to skip this shit, but... I don't know, I'm not a physics expert. Didn't see it in Cross Worlds. Well, I mean, I think he's supposed to be the flag guy. The one that waves the cross, the checker flag and shit. But I thought he was playable alongside Riala. Maybe I'm wrong. I might be completely wrong and just confusing it with Transform, yeah. Okay. No, for fuck's sake.
Ready?
When the corner starts coming, it's a problem. This one is super hard.
Ready?
I wouldn't say that it's as hard as XMC, obviously, but it's just that if you could make the background disappear, this wouldn't be that hard. Nah, for fuck's sake. No, I think that of these 4 that I skip, the most possible one to do is this flock one. I also, as I say, could do the extra ones instead of stubbornly trying to beat this, but yeah, I do think I will have to go for the extra one, so this remaining 4 seem like a pain in the ass. I do think that this one is the most beatable. It's just that this one requires a lot of patience, but it's also about knowing what platforms you have to your side, and it's hard to tell. Right. This should be it, right? Okay, if you are patient and stay there until it goes up. Boom. Nice. This one was the most beatable one. And the only other one that I think will be beatable will be this one, Tracks. But it's... I could try it some C one more time, but I don't think it's gonna work. Like, I will have to go to this one, which apparently is the next one. But that's the thing, is it the next one? I mean, it's the one that immediately showed up after I beat 10, so I'm assuming 11 is this one. Probably. Maybe. We will see. Is it just me, or is the GameCube home to a bunch of really hard games compared to other generations? Well, it could be, but this particular version of the game is the Xbox version. About GameCube... I mean, the previous console is the Nintendo 64, dude. Like, the Nintendo 64 had some hard games in it. Like, a good example is F-Zero. F-Zero X, I mean, F-Zero X and She-X are both very hard, but like, I wouldn't call one significantly harder than the other. Or if anything, I would call F-Zero X harder, even if by not a lot. So no, I don't think I agree. Like, Nintendo 64 had a bunch of hard games in it. And the Super Nintendo, well, the Super Nintendo, I'm not so sure. Probably, I mean, it's not compared to the NES, that's for sure. And the Nintendo 64, I guess it depends on what franchise you're looking at. There was something I was missing. Yeah, like the Nintendo GameCube is essentially an equivalent to the PS2. Like the PS2 is also not really known for having like harder games than the previous generations. Just way better looking games though, but not harder. I don't think I'm making this. I had to hurry there. Like, if I didn't hurry it at the end, I wouldn't have made it anyways. Alright, but you can tell that this is doable. It's very hard, but it is certainly doable. Hey, I will keep trying it a little bit more. Not sure how much more though, guys. There's certainly gonna be a lot of time spent in this attempt. Without a doubt. God damn it. After being so close, it's the kind of thing that Like you think to yourself, I need to do it. I was so close. Oh, I think I should figure out what the S on the bottom left means. Took me a while. I think it means a story. I think that's what it's supposed to mean. Pretty funny. Okay. Nah, fuck. Okay. Fuck this stage. So I guess we will have to go to 11. Because I don't think I'm getting it for any of those three. This one is 11. It's called Double Spiral. This is the first extra stage that I kinda needed to play in order to beat the 10 required stages, cause yeah, the other ones should seem way too hard. Are you not doing all the stages? Well, the game doesn't let you do all the stages for now. Like, once you beat 10, it automatically sends you to the next world and you cannot go back, so maybe when you beat the game you're allowed to go back. But for the time being, not really. But yeah, at the same time, if I did decide to beat all the stages, some of this will be extremely painful to beat. Alright, so what if I press forward? And this one, I feel like this one I don't even understand it. Because if I wait until the green part of the next cycle comes, I don't have the speed. So maybe I could wait here and then get all the momentum like this. No, that doesn't seem to be the idea. Then, but I'm getting my ass ultra kick. It's fine, don't worry about it. As I say, we have many options. We don't need to get stuck with some of them. I also don't know, by the way, because I mean these are like the first stages that are actually taking me so much effort that I'm actually skipping, but it's possible that in the previous worlds the extra stages were also very fucked up to get to beat, but since I only did the first 10 I wouldn't know. I mean, on the right side, if the game doesn't let me, like, or somehow doesn't let me replay those stages, it will be as easy as, you know, like basically playing the story mode again, but this time picking the stages that I didn't beat. For this one, the concept of this level is pretty easy to understand. It's just that the execution is very hard. Because those rings that are part of the bouncer have a way higher range than they look. I mean, they do have the range that you mostly expect. If anything, is that ice ball is very big. I'm talking about the one surrounding him, of course. So you don't really have too much room to pass here. You do what you can, but what you can is not much, really. Especially that last one. You barely have any room to do that. Now I do wonder if this will be the final world, because like it's very, very hard so far. Like this world is not fooling around. Alright, let's try the next one. And so far I need 3 more stages. Hierarchy. It's probably pronounced hierarchy, right? You don't, right? The same way you pronounce anarchy and not anarchy. Yeah, it's a word I usually don't use, you know, so I don't hear it often. You're simply supposed to land... Okay, simply my ass, because the final platform is very small. This game puts a pin on your balls. That sounds painful.
Ready?
Yeah, but... This one is pretty rough. Like, I mean, at this rate that's a given, but... Like, some of these are very hard. Okay, stay there. And you got it. Okay, I got lucky that I touched like the edge of the upper platform there. I'm pretty sure I would have fallen otherwise. So this one is called diving.
Ready?
What's the catch? Well, I guess it's if you want to get the bananas, but... Wait, what's the difficulty of that one? Yeah, it's 4 as expected. Alright, 8 bracelets. And this one is level 10 of difficulty. The second one that I see that it's a 10 out of 10 of difficulty. So what is this? I mean, yeah, 8 bracelets. I understand that. I think I don't even want to begin to comprehend how to do those. Alright, so is this 16 or is 16 the one on the top? No, this one is 16. So the ones on the sides are 19 and 20 then, right? It's weird that it's ordered that way, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, why not? Alright, so this one is mostly about controlling the fall. You need some momentum. Alright, and how do you actually enter it? Oh, like that, nice. Yeah, this one is only hard if you're after the bananas. Alright, so we beat 10. So what's the stoner cutscene gonna be like here? Why would you want to do that? Oh, so I guess you go back to his hideout and he doesn't know. Well, but if you look for her here, it's a little bit useless. Wait, why would you want to tickle him? Also, how the fuck are you tickling him inside of a ball? Is that guy saying something in reverse? Can you imagine that he's saying something satanic in reverse? That's pretty funny. Yeah, but this doesn't make any sense. You are inside of a ball. Not to mention, how is he hearing us? We are very small, right? We're back to normal. So did we win? It seems a little bit anticlimactic though if the final level is a fucking washing machine, you know? Well, you did pick up a bunch of bananas, so... Yeah, just let him run away. Yeah, in fact, let's do the magical girl transformation before we go after him, just to waste more time. I know. Okay, so are we actually in his hideout now? I mean, we were before, but we took a little bit of a detour. So are the robots gonna be obstacles in the courses or what? It's a pretty funny way to march, like saying eek. So I'm clearly hearing them say oogie, but it's fine. They translated the sound from Japanese to English. Right, there is the magical girl transformation. So, you know, we are supposed to be like all four of us, but the only one that the game is letting me use is II. I cannot use the other guys. So that's a little bit weird. Alright. Pistons. Though this is 9 out of 10, dude. Not sure if I'm beating this. Well, it wouldn't be the first 9 out of 10 I beat, but... Okay, did I get launched too far? Not really. Okay, this one you kinda have to be patient. Like, it's doable, you should get launched to where you need to be, but... I mean, the annoying part is waiting. But look at that, I can be... Okay, never mind. You cannot be in the space between the launchers. Doesn't work that way. Alright. I thought that... Fuck, I started moving too early. Wait, it's 9 out of 10 exactly like the launcher level, and yeah, just like the launcher level, you're gonna get launched. I think that was too far again. No, it might be fine, but the issue is how do you deal with the bounce? Well, certainly not like that, but yeah. I don't think that I can land next to the goal and somehow not die. Then again, you don't need to do the launch, but it's kind of impossible otherwise. Because you cannot avoid all of them simply by going to the sides. Ah, that was so close. I need to look down. Yeah, you're not gonna bounce well. I bounced it out of the stage upwards. Holy shit, alright. No. That level seems a little bit fucked up already. I do wonder if this is gonna be the last world, because you might be thinking, well, yeah, it's the final, like the enemy's hideout, right? This was Super Smash Bros. Actually, pretty interesting. Yeah, II is not in Super Smash Bros, which I mean makes sense, but is he at least as a spirit or as a trophy? I don't think he is. I mean, it's a Sega character. The fact that Sonic is there is already a miracle. Well, and Sonic is pretty popular, so it does make sense, but... Oof. Make it! Damn it. Here you have to play a lot with momentum. That's pretty much why there are so many bananas in the center, because the center is the last place you want to be in. Pretty much. He isn't? Yeah. You know, it's understandable. I mean, not many people know who this guy is. But and even the ones that know, it's like, you know, it's Super Monkey Ball, not particularly a very popular franchise at all. Well, not anymore. Maybe back then, but nowadays not so much.
Ready?
Alright, so what's this? Soft cream. Oh, it's one of those where you have to stop it at the right time. Bro, can you look at the other side? What the hell? I think that you're actually not supposed to stop it. You're actually intended to go in as it is moving. Because it's never gonna be in a position that you can freely go forward. Like, it needs to be moving, but then... Oof. Oof. That's fucked up. What happens if you do it fast, though? Probably a bad idea, huh? I mean, I'm assuming that you need to go forward faster. What about this other two? What are these buttons? I mean, you make it go to the other side, but that's precisely the opposite of what you want, right? Probably. Yeah, I don't think the fastest speed is a good idea. Maybe if I knew exactly what strategy you needed to execute, well, even if I knew, I probably wouldn't be able to pull it off anyways. Also, I just realized this is like Shangle beat. I think that's how they call this type of music. Pretty interesting to hear something like this in a Monkey Ball game. Like this sort of song, I wouldn't have expected it to be in this game. Hey, that's a welcome surprise. This is what Namco used to have a lot of in their games. This sort of music. Hey, this is Sega, not Namco. Ah, damn it. You know, this one is gonna be very hard. Like, which one do we have next? Momentum. No violence or speed, though.
Ready?
Alright, yeah, it's the typical thingy that I don't know how it's called. The one that demonstrates how momentum works. Well, and how AI doesn't give a fuck, basically. Though, the real issue here is not switching sides. The real issue here is how do I get past that wall?
Ready?
Yeah, I think it's called like that Newton's Cradle. I never really had one, so never really bothered to check how it's called, but yeah, that's most likely the name. I mean, the issue here is that you have more space on the outer side, but you cannot easily go to the outer side. I mean, yeah, I guess you need to slow down if you want to go to the outer side of the other platform. The problem is that, I don't know, it's very hard. At this point on the game, levels that are freebies are gonna be almost impossible to find. Well, we found some in the previous world, so it could happen here too. Oh, there we go. Oof, damn. That was almost very sad. Hey, and look at that, I have 444 bananas. Twin attacker. Why are you attacking twins? What did they do to you? And you know, that's one of those feelings. Like, I wonder how it feels to have a twin. I mean, I'm assuming that people that are twins just don't give a fuck. It's like, yeah, it's like having a regular sibling, that's it. Like, to have a sibling that looks exactly like you feels so mystic, right? Very mystic. I guess it's less mystic if that twin is from the opposite sets, because at that point it's just like regular siblings. They look like you, but that will be the same if you weren't twins. But to look exactly like you, like to be of the same sets, like basically it's like you're looking at the mirror. But as I say, I'm pretty sure that twins just don't give a fuck. I mean, it's simply a natural thing. What to someone is rare, for whoever is living it, it's just normal. It's kind of like someone asking them, I wonder how it feels to be Argentinian. Well, the same as anything else, no? Doesn't feel any different. Well, it does feel different if you start paying attention to the country news and basically seeing that every day the economy somehow manages a way to go like further down the shitter. But yeah, that has become a global thing lately, you know. that is not exclusive of us anymore. But yeah, we do still have one of the worst currencies in the world. But yeah, it's fine. Aside from that, it's the same as being anything, you know, any other nationality. It's still something. That's being Argentina though, which is different than being Argentinian. Yes, but unless you were born in Argentina and like a day afterwards you were sent to a different country, like if you were raised here, you will always, well, it's not necessary, but you are more or less always gonna be worried about the country in one way or another. Sometimes out of morbid curiosity, not really because it's something that affects you, but simply because it's like them. I wonder how much down the shitter my country is. And you always get surprised, because when you think that it cannot go like lower, it's like, no, it can go lower, don't worry about it. Yeah. And I guess that applies to every nationality. If you were raised in a country, even if you move out, you probably will want to know how things are. But I guess it depends on your personality. Honestly, if I were to move out of here, that is not gonna happen, but let's just think of that hypothetical scenario, right? I probably wouldn't look back. In the sense that I wouldn't care, unless there's someone that I care that lives here, and I do have friends here, so I probably would still care about them, but not to mention family. It's just that if I were to move out, it's probably because family wouldn't be here anymore, because moving out with them still here is something that it's a horrible idea. So yeah, at that point the only worry will be my friends, but I mean it's not like they need my worry to survive, you know. But yeah. So what the fuck am I supposed to do here? Where even is the goal? I don't see it. Like, you would think that it's at the very edge of the moving thing, but it's not. Yeah, make it go faster, that's probably gonna make it easier. Oh, it's all the way there! Yeah, but hold up. Well, at this speed you're obviously... Wait, it does... It stays there? Probably not, though. Hold up. You see, you're supposed to make the path go there, but... It felt like it stayed in that position for a while. Damn it. Okay, let me slow it down, guys.
Ready?
You had one fucking shove, dude. One shove. Alright, well, for now, the important thing is letting them line up. Oh, there is an extra finish on the left. Would I want to go there? Might be easier, but... Oh, it's straightening out. Yeah, but when it straightens out, I think it starts spinning. Or maybe no, maybe I'm a moron. That being said, it seems like the alternate ending is easier to get to. But I'm not sure exactly how. Oof, okay. Yeah, the issue is spotting it. Oof, no, that's... No, you're pretty much blind there now. Fuck this stage. Without any sort of manual camera manipulation, you cannot possibly know how close you are. Totters. Well, at first sight, it looks like as long as you're patient, this one shouldn't be hard, right? Surely. Though I guess as always... No, oh, okay. So there is a thing about these platforms. They are also kind of like weighted. Yeah, but who gives a fuck? Just ignore the platforms, bro. I'm pretty sure that was most likely speedrunner strats. Pretty nice. Pretty cool speedrunner strats. Alright, so we have a snake. And not a solid one. Or a naked one. Or a liquid one. Hurry up. No, bitch. I'll go as fast as I want. Hurry up. Don't tell me what to do. I'll take my time, and you will have to wait. Alright, so this is aborted. You don't have the option to pause. What the fuck, dude? Some of these are very evil, I gotta say. No, it didn't take me long to figure that out, but it's just an observation. Like, this shit is so absurdly evil. It's like comically evil. No, I think here I'm just supposed to wait until it slows down. Well, the issue is that at that speed, how will I manage to even like stay there without immediately jumping out? Yeah, that doesn't seem very possible if you ask me. Alright, on to this one. Wind. Wait, is there actual wind? No, I'm assuming they are not gonna... They are not gonna put a new mechanic so late in the game, though. The weird thing is those robots, like those AI robots, like what's the point of that? I mean, I know that there's not much correlation between the story and the gameplay, but just that since they made some emphasis, they put some emphasis on them, I thought that, well, like, it's gonna be relevant for the game, but no, it isn't. So this one is simply being patient. Well, yeah, being patient and also doing it fast enough to not run out of time, I guess. So this will normally be the final stage of this world.
Hurry up! 9, 8, 7, 6.
Are you making it in time? No, no way.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, it took too long.
Ready?
How tall even is this thing? Well, it's not very tall. It's just that it has a lot of platforms showing into it. Yeah, like it's rather that, as you can see, there is a lot of back and forth. Like, all those things go up and down constantly. So it's not that tall, it's just that you have many things in it. You're supposed to do it faster than I did it last time. It's just that these corners, if you take them fast, yeah, that's what happens. You see what the issue is. Like, it's not a hard level in itself, but you are forced to do it fast, pretty much. And the bananas, well, you can very easily skip them if you try to go very fast, but at the same time they are kind of in the way, so you can also just pick them up. I think I'm doing this, yeah, way faster than last time. Okay, now the problem is that you have to aim at the end, but it's not an issue. There you go. Okay, but even though it's level 10, I skip a bunch of them. Well, 4. Oh, 10 out of 10 difficulty. Yeah, we're certainly not doing this. But what is it about? It's called warp. I don't see any warps. You know that warp is an actual mechanic that the game has, but... Oh, this is like one of the previous stages, but you add bumpers into it. Well... basically, the previous version of this stage was mostly that if you got too close to the edge, it was unrecoverable, because the momentum basically made it impossible for you to climb back. So the idea here is that you are forced to go lower no matter what because of the bumpers. But why is this called warp? It doesn't make any sense. Instead of actual levels with warps, you call this one warp. Awkward, but sure. You see, for example, right there, I was already dead. There was nothing I could have done to recover. That's what makes this hard. Like, conceptually, it's a very easy level. Execution-wise, certainly not. Ah, fuck. There are also two goals here, but why would you want to go to the green one? Not sure. No. Okay, but this one is beatable. Like, they make it a 10 out of 10 of difficulty, but I think that's an exaggeration. It's not that hard. It is challenging though, but I feel like at most I will make this 8 out of 10. In fact, the previous one that was called Winds, wasn't that one considered 9 out of 10? Which also is nowhere near that. Ah, fuck, no, I'm dead, I think. No, not yet, okay. Just that you need to... Oof, I almost hit the side of the goal there. Nice. Beautiful. Yeah, actually I want to check. No, this one was wins and it's 7 of difficulty. This one is called sliders. They don't really look... Well, yeah, I guess sliders like the ones in like a plaza, right? I think the difficulty of this one comes from the timer, because not falling here is very easy. No, never mind. Well, I don't know where the difficulty comes from there. 7 out of 10 my ass. And this one is 10 out of 10. Trampoline. Let's see.
Ready? Go!
Seems like there are multiple platforms that launch you, and the hard part is taking control of that. Okay, stay here. The problem is that there I couldn't see where to go. Like, what's the next platform after this? Well, on the side, okay, yeah, I see it. It's just that you have to turn around fast enough, that's not easy. Yeah, like that. Okay, and there's only one more. Got it. Oh, and the last one was also a trampoline. I got lucky that I did it in time. Okay, yeah, that can make that level hard, but I still think that 10 out of 10 is an exaggeration. Well, this is the last one that we need to beat, and we almost have 500 bananas. I would assume that the upper limit is 999, because there is no more room for a 4-digit there. But I do wonder how much the game wants you to get, because they serve no purpose. Alright, well, we beat the world just like that. And now what? Is there another one? Apparently we're destroying the factory. Yeah, well, those explosions confirmed, but you never know, there might be another one. Like, we might go to hell, you know? You never know. Or maybe we're going to space. That will be a fitting end. A lot of games from this era have space as their final destination. So it will be fitting. I do hope they don't have any low gravity bullshit, but so far there wasn't really any gimmick that affected the main physics of the game, so I will assume that it won't be any different here. So why don't we just let him go? I mean, you know, like, he's in space, fuck him, you know? No, I guess not. Oh, we are just casually flying to space, alright? No, we don't need a rocket for that, don't worry. So yeah, space might be the final world. Though you never know, again, I couldn't have guessed that space will be the next world. So this one is already 10 out of 10 of difficulty, by the way. Pretty calm way to start this world. Pretty calm. Yeah, no. This one seems very lag-based. Like, aiming properly here, like, good luck with that.
Ready?
At the same time, I don't know if I will call this a 10 out of 10 of difficulty, but it does seem to be entirely luck-based. Aiming here on your own seems almost impossible. Like, unless you get lucky that this guy manages to land. It doesn't seem like something I would want to do personally. So we have a conveyor belt in here.
Ready?
Well, not one, we have multiple. Alright.
Ready?
The issue, well, I guess it's something that should have been expected. Yeah, it's a conveyor that goes backwards.
Ready?
So good luck with that. Well, it's not that strong though. In fact, hold up. Maybe it's just a decoration. Does it even move you? Doesn't look like it. No, this is just a decoration. There is no physics here that is pulling you out. I guess it's hard. Like, what it does is confusing you though, because you think that you're moving but you're not. But yeah, I think that that's the only functionality of this. Or maybe I'm wrong and it's actually moving me. Okay, this one is more certainly moving me. But the other one didn't look like it. Maybe it's because all of the momentum I have. Okay. I heard it. It's just that I didn't see it. I thought that I was right there, but I wasn't. At least you can make those first two very quickly. And then you can just look at the radar to see when they are gonna get showing again. You don't need to actually look at what's in front of you. Okay, just wait here. No need to rush it. Alright. So I think it might be expected that anything that is not 9 or 10 out of 10 of difficulty is gonna be free at this point. So this one is 10 out of 10.
Ready?
It looks lovely, doesn't it?
Ready?
Yeah, see, this one is... Yeah, okay. We don't need to do that, okay? There is no need for that. Spinning saw.
Ready?
Yeah, I saw it. Sorry. So, you just go forward pretty much. That was funny though. Alright. Hold up. You go forward, but... Yeah, only if that thing is not pointing at the wrong side, I guess. Yeah, that works. Okay, we also got a bunch of bananas in the way. Curvature. Ooh, that one can be very cancerous at the end. Oh, and also, you know, the surface being so shiny, like basically reflecting the rest of the game, it can be a little bit confusing too. Okay, no, that final one is insane, dude. Because not only is it extremely thin, but you need to do a corner while it's that thin to get to the end. I'll try it, but this one is most likely not gonna happen. You can probably skip it, by the way. If you go fast enough, you can probably just jump into it. But yeah, that will take longer to do than doing it this way. You know, that's impossible, dude. Like, that's way too thin. That ain't happening. Cheap pipes. Alright.
Ready?
I thought there was a platform, okay? So... yeah, I get this one. You're supposed to keep the momentum going all the way. Whew. 10 out of 10 as well, though this one... I mean, aside from figuring out the route, doesn't seem that hard, right? Because there are no thin parts. So I want to see what the catch is. Yeah, figuring out the path is the catch. Though, maybe there is a unique path. Well, assuming you don't skip anything, yes, there is a unique path. But this level is very clearly made with the intention of skipping it. It's like, the game is just screaming at you, yes, please skip me. But that being said, okay, no, there is not a unique path, actually. Yeah, and if you take the intended path, you're not gonna make it. Well, maybe you will, but no, it's pretty clear you're intended to skip. So there is one turn that is pretty early in the level that is the one that takes you straight to the goal. Or well, at least straight to the platform that is next to the goal. I could try taking that. I fucked up the momentum. My bad. Alright, that's the second time you fuck up the momentum. Come on. You can do it. I believe in you. Alright. So, here, once you make it to this one, if you go full speed, okay, that is not straight. Like, you kind of have to do a turn, but I think that will be the best place to skip. There are other places to skip that are a little bit more straightforward, but that one seems like the one that doesn't require any further effort after the skip. Like, once you land on the other side, that's it. You don't need anything else. I think that's hard to pull off, though. I think it's better to not do it. Okay, well, that looks interesting. It says that it's only 7 out of 10 of difficulty. Are you telling the truth, game? I wonder. Should I believe you? Yeah, I should. You only have 30 seconds, though. So good luck with that. Well, another problem here is when you see this thing spinning, it's also hard. Because of that checker pattern, it's pretty hard to tell exactly how fast it's spinning. So it's hard to tell how much you need to tilt. Like, it's very confusing to the eyes. You will also... okay, no. Yeah, it seems that this is one of them that if you press forward, yeah, you can kind of just get to the end and it works. I'll take it. Yeah. I mean, anytime you can make use of that, just make use of that, you know. So this one is called Guillotine. What? Am I not gonna get hit there? No, because it's higher. So wait, if it's higher, what's the point of that? Oh, because you eventually need to jump. And you need momentum for that. So yeah, the timing is not that easy. Oof. Well, at least it gets less picky over time. Though at the same time, that also means that you need to go further. So it's not... I'm dead. Oh, nice. Okay, this is safe. Barely though. Nice. That was a cool level. That was pretty cool. Twister. Wait, isn't this similar to that one that was called like Soft Cream or whatever?
Ready?
Yeah, but this one, yeah, it does move. So yeah, this one is like Soft Cream but easy version. So how easy are we talking here? It's certainly easier than Soft Cream, but... Well, that's also another thing that I noticed. Like, there are multiple levels in this game that are essentially like alternate versions of other levels rather than completely brand new ones, which is not a bad thing. But it's like they needed to pad the game with more levels. Right, Corkscrew. I have 5 levels beaten so far, so that's not very good.
Ready?
All things considered. Will be worse though. Oh, this is gonna be very trippy. Yeah. I don't know where I'm going. In fact, I don't know. Okay, nice. Wow, that was... I probably got extremely lucky there. I could have fallen like 3 or 4 times. Because it was supposed to be 8 out of 10. This one is called Speedy Sham. It's a 10 out of 10. Okay, so yeah, this one was like one of the previous ones, but it's faster. So yeah, basically it goes pretty well with what I said earlier, that the game just basically has alternate versions of levels that already exist. And those borders are a little bit annoying. It's fine. Needing to do those corners fast is the real issue. Not that big of a problem to get into it and even follow these things, but to do the corners quickly, that's hard. That being said, I don't think I would consider this a 10 out of 10 of difficulty. But yeah, maybe it is.
Ready?
I do want to try it a little bit more though. Oof. Yeah, that final one mostly. Well, it's not really the final one. The final one is the one on the goal. That's the final turn. This one is the second to last. I fucked up. I don't know why. I was just looking at the horizon there. Good shit. Ah, fuck. Almost. Almost. Okay. There's still one more turn, the most important one. There you go, nice. Hey, this one wasn't really a 10 out of 10 of difficulty. If it was faster, yes, I could easily see it, but at that speed it wasn't really that hard.
Ready?
Alright, so what's this? Oh, everything flips, okay, gotcha. Okay, this is simply about being patient. I guess the difficulty here is if you want to pick up the bananas, but outside of that it's not really hard. Or at least it doesn't look hard. You know, it's not. Pretty free even. There's only 2 more I need to... Oh, Quake. Damn, Quake like a certain game with the same name. Alright, so it basically stops and then launches you and then keeps vibrating for a while. The only hard part here is not running out of time, but outside of that it's not hard to do at all. Okay, that was close. But yeah, this one, well, it says that it's a 7 out of 10, so I guess it makes sense. Alright, so instead of going to the side, well, going forward, the issue is that the second gap wouldn't really allow you to do much. But then again, you could just wait. Assuming you just wait, it's fine. Yeah, wait for... Well, the issue here is this one will launch me pretty high. Not a problem. Quaker Oats. Those are pretty good. Believe it or not, we have them here as well. Yeah, those are nice. Also, this one is 6 out of 10, so it's pretty likely I might be able to beat this, and with this we will be able to beat the world. Well, okay, you need a lot of momentum for this one. I think that you need all the momentum carried from the other side. Okay, yeah. Fuck. Well, it gives you a lot of time to do it though. Nice, there you go. Alright, so with this we complete space. So here's the thing. If this is the final world, well, that's great, but if it isn't, I'll still end the stream, because I need to end the stream, and we will continue it on the next one. But we will see, because again, it's unpredictable which places you're gonna go. So this is gonna be the typical laser that it shoots from space. Yeah, classic. Yeah, a lot of tropes being used in this game. Yeah, and a big red button, of course. This reminds me of the space cannon from Shadow the Hedgehog, but yeah, it's like a very basic trope. It was necessary for the final hit to have this cutscene, obviously. Alright. Or wait. Oh, this is another level. Well, I was not expecting that, since we are already here. The super laser piss. No, that's only for Eggman. But yeah, I think, as I say, we'll have to finish this here, because first of all, this one could be very hard, and it's likely to be the final stage, but if I'm allowed to, I would also like to... Wait, save game data, yeah. Movie prologue. Well, yeah, those are all the... yeah, obviously, all the movies I went through, clearly. Yeah, okay, sure. But let me save. Though, maybe it did autosave, most likely. I don't know. Now, the question is... I guess we could save again just in case. When you go back, you are simply like immediately teleported into... Well, teleported. Like you are thrown into that world and you're not allowed to go back to the other worlds. That's pretty weird. Like, as I say, maybe once you beat the game you will be allowed, but the fact that you cannot do it now is weird. I hope, though, that you're allowed to do that, because if I continue this game tomorrow, it's pretty clearly that I'll beat this relatively quickly. So yeah, but no, it's something that I will have to live for tomorrow, because otherwise it will be too late if I keep going, especially because I don't know how hard it's gonna be to beat a lot of the levels. But yeah, well, in that case, thanks everyone a lot for watching, and I'll be seeing you on the next stream with the, well, which what I'm assuming it's the finale of the story mode. So hey, have a good one and take care.